Hello, wrestling fans. How you guys? Here we're up NXT, January 7th, 2025, New Year's resolution event. The opening match was for the NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez defended her year-plus reign title run as champion. She's had great memorable matches and moments against the newcomer. Hasn't even been there maybe a month and a half so far. Julia, who won Honor and Survivor in December. Great way to open up this show. Action-packed match, folks. Check it out. They exchange pinfall attempts, strikes, punches, forearm shots, submissions from the get-go. Then Julia goes up the top rope for a top rope dropkick. Roxanne counters it with a top rope hurricanrana. Roxanne gets at the top rope. I don't know what she was going for, but Julia jumps up and delivers a Northern Light suplex off the top rope. Bronson on the opposite corner jumps up, waits for Roxanne to get up, knocks her back down with a top rope missile dropkick. Both women end up fighting outside the ring, and suddenly Corey Jade comes out from backstage and trying to stop Julia from getting in the ring before the count of 10. Julia kicks her away, but as she gets in the ring, Roxanne hits Hotbox. Almost kept the belt there, but Julia kicked out. But then Roxanne grabbed her arm, snap mirrored off the ropes, started stomping on the arm, applying arm submissions, but Julia refused to give up. Julia hits the Northern Lights bomb for the 1-2-3. You knew NXT Women's Champion 2025 is Julia. Is this a sign that Roxanne Perez come up the main roster? They brought her in last year for the Royal Rumble. Then they said that she still wasn't ready for the main roster. Maybe this year she is. Maybe that's why she lost the title. Next up, Fatal 4-Way. Corey Jade, Stephanie Vega, Lola Vice, and Jordan. The winner of this will face Daisy Duke down the road at a later date for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Bell rings. Corey Jade realizes the other three women that she's been feuding with for the past few weeks are surrounding her in the ring. She tries to get away, but they stop her. They take turns as punishing her. Then they had like a double team moves and just beat her up for, I don't know, a good few minutes. Finally, she decides enough of this. And then she gets them to start fighting each other. Then she gets out of the ring thinking she's fine. Stephanie Vega goes after her outside. They start brawling. Jordan flies over the ropes, knocks them down. Lola Vice comes running, dives over the ropes, knocks down those three, win them. The Corey Jade decides to run and flies over the ropes, knocking down those three. Back and forth, they went at it. Stephanie had Corey Jade in the corner, just headbutts in the corner. Backed up, had a running me roar in the corner. Jordan had a top rope moonsault, knocking down all three and win them. Stephanie Vega wins the match when she delivers the powerbomb and a backbreaker on Corey Jade. So she's now the number one contender for Daisy Duke's North American Women's Championship. It was an okay match. All I didn't like was Corey Jade really didn't do much. Like, she got a couple like punch strikes in, a couple moves, but majority of the match was all Lola Vice, Jordan, and Stephanie. Like, to me, Corey Jade felt like the odd one them out, if you know what I mean. Next up, 6-1 tag. Gingy, Tatum Paxi, Shotzi Blackheart, against Toxic Attraction 2.0, Jasmine, Jason Jade, and Daisy Duke, your NXT North American Women's Champion. As Gingy, Paxi, and Shotzi make their entrances, Toxic Attraction attacks them from behind. They brawl on the stage. They end up brawling down the ramp into the ring. Referee calls for the bell. The match starts. All six women still brawling. Shotzi and Gingy deliver a double team super kick hip toss on Jasmine. JCJ rocked Gingy with back-to-back super kicks. Back and forth, everybody was doing something. It was hard flying action. Everybody took a turn. Like, one of them will do a move off the ring apron to the floor on someone, and the other one of them would do a move to the outside on someone else. Like, that was that sequence to happen. Gingy and Tatum Paxi end up delivering double team super kicks on Jasmine and JCJ, then deliver double team drop kicks, knocking them over the ropes. Now that was Shotzi Blackheart to deliver a top rope swanton on Daisy Duke to win the match. After the match, Rock's daughter's backstage, and she's telling Stephanie, congratulations, you won the Fatal 4-Way. You'll get your chance against Daisy Duke for the title down the road. Chelsea runs up saying, I just pinned the champion. I should be number one contender. And Stephanie got mad about that because she just previously won the Fatal 4 20 minutes ago. So the Rock's daughter decides it's only fair that Chelsea Blackheart gets to face Stephanie now. The winner faces Daisy Duke. That's not right. Chelsea Blackheart, yeah, you pinned the champion, but Stephanie won a number one contenders match. So she's the rightful number one contender. You can see on Stephanie Vogel's face she wasn't happy about that announcement, but she just kind of like shrugged it off. And she's like, whatever. Next up, Heritage Cup match. Lexis King defending his newly won cup against Charlie Dempsey, but his first fall only, no rounds, his first pinfall. This comes about when 2 weeks ago, Lexis King got knocked out by William Regal with the power of the punch, and then the referee saw Charlie Dempsey pick up the brass knuckles that his dad left in the ring, and blamed him for knocking down Lexis King, so he disqualified Charlie Dempsey, gives King the cup. You can lose the cup by disqualification, but Charlie Dempsey went backstage to The Rock's daughter, him and Regal, and explained what happened, so that's why this match happens. Match starts. Charlie Dempsey delivers a suplex into the corner. Lexis King picks him up, suplexes him out of the corner. Starts hitting uppercuts. Lexis King fights back. Tosses Charlie Dempsey up in the air, hit bunts him in the midsection on the way down. Does running clotheslines in the corner. At one point in the match, I don't know where it happened, but Charlie Dempsey got busted open a little bit. Charlie Dempsey started working on the arm of Lexis King, snap mirroring it down, applying arm submissions. Lexis King powered out of it, powerbombed him down to break free of the hold. Then he went to pick him up, and Charlie Dempsey quickly applied a cross face chicken wing submission that Bob Backlund used to do. Lexis King got hold of the ropes for rope break. Charlie Dempsey flipped him over, reapplied the hold. Lexis King again got out of it. This time then, Charlie Dempsey went for it a third time. Lexis King said, I don't think so. Swing a neck breaker and steal your Heritage Cup champion, Lexis King. Short match. Nothing really exciting happened. Main event time for the NXT World Championship. Triple threat. Uma Thema, the rightful number one contender because he won Honor Survivor in December's pay-per-view last year, took on current running NXT World Champion Trick Williams and Eddie Thorpe, who basically suckered, whined, and complained his way into it. But before the match, Eddie Thorpe was found backstage laid out. The Rock's daughter's with officials, and she's saying, I'm not falling for this. You said someone attacked you last month, and you lied about it. And he's like, no, someone did attack me. I'm not making this up. She said, look, the match is still happening. You're in it. Deal with it. Because she's not falling for it, right? And the official's like, he's not clear to compete. We got to check him out first and stuff like that. Uma Thema walks by to head to the ring. He's like, I attacked him. So Uma Thema admits to attacking Eddie Thorpe this time. So he hits the ring. Eddie Thorpe is like, see, I told you. I'm not making it up. Someone did attack me from behind. So the Rockstar said, you know what? I don't care. You're in the match or you're out of the match. I don't care. She walked away. Because the Rock showed up and that's her dad, and they went talking backstage and into the office. So it's basically a one-on-one match. Uma Thema, Trick Williams actually did prefer that match. Eddie Thorpe's not ready to be in the main event picture yet for the title. Uma Thema hit running uppercuts to the corner on Trick Williams. Tossed him halfway across the ring. Delivered that powerbomb. Trick Williams fought back. Actually picked up Uma Thema. Carried him halfway across the ring and power slammed him down. That was impressive. Show strength there for Trick Williams. Uma Thema comes off the top rope. Trick Williams catches him. Bookend. Trick Williams hits the trick shot. The running knee to the face. But Uma Thema ends up outside the ring. So Trick Williams goes after him. Gets a hold of him, rolls him back of the ring because he doesn't want to lose by countout, right? He wants to win fairly by pinfall submission. As he's getting in the ring, it shows backstage. Eddie Thorpe is coming, walking backstage out of the trainer's room with a steel chair in hand. He's heading into the match. Trick Williams gets distracted by that, turns around. Uma Thema just blasts him in the face with a big boot. Shoulder tackles in the corner. Clotheslines him out of the corner. Ice whips him into the ropes, picks him up, slams him down. Suddenly, Eddie Thorpe hits the ring, and Uma Thema just bulldozes his ass down with a big boot. picks him up, power bombs his ass. That's it for 84. He's done. Poor guy finally gets his way out of the ring just to suffer a big boot and a power bomb. Then Trick Williams stuns Umafima with a running trick shot again, knee to the face. Stuns him. Then he backs up, goes for it for a third time. Umafima catches him, power bombs him. Your new NXT World Champion is Umafima. That's awesome. Can't wait to see what they're going to do with him in 2025 as World Champion. Yeah, great title run as NXT North American Champion. So hopefully he has a great World title run. Some segments happen backstage. The Rock's daughter talked to The Rock and all that, and she's like, "Oh, I'm happy you're a face again, blah, blah, blah." The Rock came out, addressed the fans, stuff like that, and he was still being the face Rock, not the heel Rock. Then The Rock finds Ethan Page backstage and tells him that he's very impressed by him and really wants to see him on the main roster. I hope he just got paid. He got paid to say that. He doesn't mean that. Ethan Page, no. There's a reason why AEW got rid of him, because he wasn't no good. There's a reason why TNA Wrestling got rid of him, because he isn't no good. I don't know what. They actually bring him up the main roster. That's a mistake, because that guy is not good. Yeah, he's good on the mic, but he is not good in the ring. Then it shows Javon Evans on the Videotron. He announced that he's coming back for that nasty chair shot Ethan Page delivered to him last month. Then he said, "I'm coming back to exact my revenge on you, Ethan Page." He said, "You don't know when, you don't know where, but I will come and get you. I'll beat you all up around the arena." Then he said, "For what you did to my friend Cedric Alexander last week when you put his hand in a toolbox and slammed the lid down on top of the hand. Now Cedric Alexander appearing out with a hand injury. He said, I'm going to leave some scraps for Cedric." Looks like Javon Evans means business. I love that segment there. Just him in the video package, the way he was talking, the aggression, the pin-up frustration. Ethan Page, you made a mistake taking that boy out of action for a month. Then, Out of the Mud, again, talked about fighting Nathan Frazier and Exion for the tag team titles, how they're going to end their epic title run. In 2025 is going to be the year of Out of the Mud. I still don't understand why they call Out of the Mud, like O Team Out of the Mud. That's the worst tag team name ever. I can't take these guys seriously because they get big, high-profile matches, like title matches, and they always drop the ball. So next week when they fight Nate Frazier and Exion, I think Nate Frazier and Exion's going to beat them. If not, and they lose those titles, it should have went to a different tag team, like Hank Tank or Gallus or Cedric Alexander, Javon Evans, Luca Top Stacks. Like, they're ready for a title shot run. Out of the Mud isn't ready for it yet. They're still green. And also next week it's Stephanie versus Chelsea Blackheart. The winner faces Daisy Duke for the North American Women's Championship down the road. I still say that's not fair for Stephanie because she won a number one contenders fatal 4-way. Now she has to fight and win another number one contenders match. Also next week, The Rock's daughter announced that Bianca Belair and Naomi wanted to defend the tag team titles against the NXT Women's Tag Team. So The Rock's daughter said it's going to be Last Legend and Jackson, a metaphor against the Honorary Union. Valba Fire and All the Dawn, the winners will face Naomi and Bianca. So I was kind of confused about that because Alba Fire and All the Dawn are the members of the Raw roster, not NXT roster. They have been traded to NXT. We just never got no clarification about that. Because she specifically said Bianca and Naomi wants to defend their titles against a women's NXT tag team. Then you throw in a tag team from Raw. You know what I mean, folks? So if anybody knows for a fact that Alba Fire and All the Dawn is a part of NXT now, they have been traded to that show, please let me know below in the comments. I like to have some clarification because I've checked online. They're still listed for being under the Raw roster, not NXT. That's the only 3 matches booked for next week. Definitely check out Julia versus Roxanne Perez. Definitely check out the Fatal 4-Way. It was action-packed. I just wish Corey Jade did more than she did. The 6-1 tag, the Heritage Cup match was short, nothing very exciting. But definitely check out Umafima versus Trick Williams for that World Championship 1-on-1 because it was one heck of a good match. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.